Welcome to my campfire program for Firecrafter. For this, Logan will be lighting my fire. My theme for this is old Boy Scout traditions because new skits can sometimes get a little annoying and long. So we're gonna start with Quasimodo. Hello, I am Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I ring the bells. Bing bong, bing bong. It's hard ringing these bells, so I put an ad in the newspaper for an assistant. Ah, that must be him. I have a really long staircase, you know. Hello?
Hi, I saw your ad in the newspaper today, and I've just been wanting to ring the bells for a very long time.
Well, you have no arms.
Please, I really want to do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's me. Here are the bells. This is how you ring them. Bing bong, bing bong. I don't know what you're gonna do. You don't have any arms. Shoot it. What a beautiful sound. Please, let me hear it again. Heard a little bit. Splat. Ew. Squished bell ringer. Quasimodo, do you know this man? No, but his face rings a bell.
That is
Man, it's gonna take a while for those bells to ring for a while. Now we're gonna have If I Weren't a Boy Scout.
If I weren't a Boy Scout, something I would be. If I weren't a Boy Scout,
Smart cart driver I would be. Red shell, green shell, blue shell.
if I weren't a Boy Scout, something I would be. Yippee! If I weren't a Boy Scout,
A lifeguard I would be. Mouth to mouth precipitate. What a way to get a date. Mouth to mouth player precipitate. I would be. What a way to Red get a shell, date. green shell, blue shell.
if I weren't the Boy Scout, something I would be. Yippee! If I weren't a Boy Scout,
Still a baker I would be. Little bit of flour, little bit of mix. It's been in there for more than an hour. A lifeguard I would be. Mouth to mouth precipitate. What a way to get a date. Smart card player I would be. Red shell, green shell, blue shell.
if I weren't the Boy Scout, something I would be. Yippee! If I weren't a Boy Scout.
Kanye West I be. Kanye from the north, Kanye from the east, Kanye from the south, and Kanye from the west. Attack!
One, two, three, four, five.
I'd say that If I Were a Boy Scout was a little bit different. Well, now we have a skit called Phone Operator. Hello?
Hello. Can I talk to Annie Wan?
Sure, you can talk to anyone. You can talk to me.
No, I need to talk to Annie Wan. urgent.
What's urgent? You can talk to me if it's urgent.
Well, just tell Annie Wan that her brother No Wan was in an accident and No Wan's going to the hospital and Avery Wan is gonna be there, so he needs to know.
If no one is hurt and no one is at the hospital, then how is this urgent? Why are you wasting my time?
You're so rude. What's your name?
I'm sorry.
I know you're sorry. You should be. But what's your name?
Like I said, I'm sorry. That was a pretty good skit, might I say. A little miscommunication. Now, let's have You Can't Ride My Little Red Wagon.
Alright. Everybody on their feet, we're gonna sing a camp song! This is my favorite song! It's my favorite song too! Yo, it better be. You guys better not be lying to me, I swear.
I'm lying.
Repeat after me, please!
Repeat after me, please.
You can ride in my little red wagon!
You can't ride in my little red wagon.
Front seat's broken, the axle's dragging!
Front seat's broken and the axle's dragging.
Chugga, 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 chugga!
Chugga, 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 chugga.
That's good, you guys are pretty good, but, you know, I think you guys could be a little louder. I have really bad hearing, so you better be loud. You can't ride in my little red wagon!
You can't ride in my little red wagon.
Front seat's broken, the axle's dragging!
Front seat's broken and the axle's dragging.
Chugga, 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 chugga!
Chugga, 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 chugga.
I just heard you guys, alright? Okay, like all scouts, you should be able to do this, alright? We're gonna do it in the shower style.
Hold on, what?
You can't ride in my little red wagon.
You can't ride in my little red wagon.
Front seat's broken and the axle's dragging.
Front seat's broken and the axle's dragging.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Man, it's like you guys don't get any practice at this. Yeah. Very.
I'd say that people have probably heard that once or twice. But what they haven't heard is a Quasimodo too.
Yeah, boy.
Hello, I am Quasimodo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I ring the bells. Bing bong, bing bong. I still haven't found an assistant, so I've left my ad in the newspaper. Ah, that must be another person.
How long?
I still have a long staircase, you know.
How long?
Hello?
Hi, I am his brother that died, and I'm trying to get him admired him.
Okay. You don't have any arms.
I can still do it, see?
Fine. Come with me. These are the bells. Here's how you ring them. Bing bong, bing bong. I don't know what you're gonna do. You don't have any arms. I got it. Bong. What a beautiful sound. May I hear it again? Heard a little bit. Splat. You, Squish Bell Ringer. Quasimodo, do you know this man? No, but he's a dead ringer for his brother.
No.
Being a twin.
3005, 3006, 3007, 3008. Come on, man! I was counting on you!
Being a twin must be hard. Can't even take jokes correctly. Now we're gonna have another song called Wisconsin Milk.
Oh.
Okay, guys, we're gonna sing my favorite song.
It's my favorite song too, Drew.
Okay, so it goes like, don't give me no pop, no pop,
Don't give me no
sweet, no sweet,
just give me that
moo moo moo, Wisconsin
milk.
moo 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 moo. Give me a long M. Short M.
M.
Don't give me no pop,
No pop, don't give me no tea, just give me that milk. Wisconsin milk.
give me a long I. Don't give me no pop,
No pop, don't give me no tea, just give me that milk. Wisconsin milk.
give me a long L. Give me a short L.
L.
Don't give me no pop,
No pop, don't give me no tea, just give me that milk. Wisconsin milk.
give me a long K. Don't give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea,
Just give me that milk. Wisconsin milk.
That's the end.
No.
That is not the end.
I don't think that much milk is healthy for you. But you know what is healthy for you? More pressure.
You don't know? You don't get to do it? Aw. Nathaniel was like,
More pressure! Jacob, do you not hear me loud enough? More pressure! I'm sorry! You too, Brandon! What do you think you're doing? I didn't sign up for military camp! You better be rolling! My street's freaking! Too bad! We need some move! Oh no! I lost! At least you win!
Now, we sung this song earlier today, but it's just such a great song that we have to listen to it again. We're gonna be singing the Princess Pat.
where is sing that?
Alright, everybody, we're gonna be singing my favorite song.
It's my favorite song too, Nathaniel.
Now, it is a repeat after me song.
It's a repeat after me song.
And a do as I do song.
A do as I do song.
The Princess Pat.
The Princess Pat
Lived in a tree.
lived in a tree.
She sailed across.
She sailed across
The seven seas.
the seven seas.
She sailed across.
She sailed across
The channel too.
the channel too.
And she took with her
And she took with her
a rickabamboo.
a rickabamboo.
Rickabamboo.
A rickabamboo.
Now what is that?
Now what is that?
It's something made
It's something made
by the Princess Pat.
by the Princess Pat.
It's red and gold.
It's red and gold.
And purple too.
And purple too.
That's why it's called
That's why it's called
a rickabamboo.
a rickabamboo.
Now Captain Jack
Now Captain Jack
had a mighty fine crew.
had a mighty fine crew.
He sailed across
He sailed across
the channel too.
the channel too.
But his ship sank.
But his ship sank.
And yours will too.
And yours will too.
If you don't take
If you don't take
a rickabamboo.
a rickabamboo.
Now, that was not very loud. I don't agree with that. You guys need to be a lot louder.
How loud, Daniel?
So loud that it goes all the way across the lake.
And all the way back, and up the flagpoles, and down the flagpoles.
The Princess Pat
The Princess Pat
lived in a tree.
lived in a tree.
She sailed across
She sailed across
the seven seas.
the seven seas.
She sailed across
She sailed across
the channel too.
the channel too.
And she took with her
And she took with her
a rickabamboo.
a rickabamboo.
A rickabamboo.
A rickabamboo.
Now what is that?
Now what is that?
It's something made
It's something made
by the Princess Pat.
by the Princess Pat.
It's red and gold.
It's red and gold.
And purple too.
And purple too.
That's why it's called
That's why it's called
a rickabamboo.
a rickabamboo.
Now Captain Jack
Now Captain Jack
had a mighty fine crew.
had a mighty fine crew.
He sailed across
He sailed across
the channel too.
the channel too.
But his ship sank.
But his ship sank.
And yours will too.
And yours will too.
If you don't take
If you don't take
a rickabamboo.
a rickabamboo.
In my opinion, that's my favorite song. But now we'll have something a little bit more calmer, and we'll just have our Scoutmaster Minute.
Tradition, tradition. So the song goes from Fiddler on the Roof for anybody who's seen that before. And there's probably a few of you that have seen it at high school musicals because it's one of the favorite ones for high schools to do. But what does that exactly mean, tradition? I mean, he talks about it, he sings about it in a song. A lot of people talk about tradition, but what does it really mean? Well, technically, according to Google, it means the transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation, or a long-established custom or belief that has been passed on from one generation to another. Okay, so I guess that kind of makes sense. And if you start thinking about it, you have traditions at home, right? I mean, there are certain things that your parents pass down to you. Whether you know it or not, it's actually happening. But scouting traditions are very long and deep. So what do you think some of those are? What's one of the things that started way back when? The Scout Oath, right? The Scout Law, the slogan, the promise. All this stuff has been on forever and ever. It's like that when I was a boy attending Ransburg camp in the summer. Troop 161 has a tradition as well. And it is to go to summer camp every year. Most of the time, I'd say 96 to 97% of the time, we attend Camp Ransburg. Every once in a while, we may reach out and do another camp. One year, unfortunately, we couldn't get into Ransburg, so we went to a camp in Ohio. But we still did a summer camp. Last year, we had 2 summer camps. There was a very small one here, small part of the troop here at Camp Ransburg, and the rest of us went out to Medicine Mountain. But we always go to summer camp. What's another tradition that 161 has been going on since I was a boy? Canoeing, weekend camping, hiking. Matter of fact, if I can use a prop here, this young lady over here has one of our camp or one of our troop shirts on. If you take a look at it, it's a 161, but it's a canoe paddle, a backpack, a campfire, all incorporated into it. That was the same way when I was a kid. And we all know that I'm older than dirt, so that was back in the Stone Age, right? So that's a tradition, though. Thank you. That's a tradition that's been passed down from year to year to year in 161. Another tradition that many of you don't know about, but you've seen this in the campsite. And you sit and you wonder, what in the world is this? And I'll probably mess up the name and be corrected, but it's a snickled bonk, I believe. Something similar to that, or whatever name you want to call it. But this is used for our Firecrafter candidates to build their fire by friction set. We have several adults here that have been doing it year after year after year to help coach our Firecrafter candidates along. We also have some returning Firecrafters that also help them with it. But this is a tradition that 161 does. A lot of troops don't. And the reason why, I don't know, but part of the reason why they developed the Firecrafter area over there, that wasn't there when I was here. They didn't have a Firecrafter area. You depended on your troop to help you get Firecrafted. Every once in a while you could get a little help outside, but that was from other Firecrafters coming down to your campsite and helping out. A lot of the troops have gotten away from that. 161 is one that has not gotten away from it. The older boys that have earned Firecrafter help. The adults that have been here year after year, this is what they come here for, is to help you boys get your Firecrafter ranks, camper, woodsman, and Firecrafter. And they really enjoy this part of it. But that's a tradition that has been passed down for generations and generations. That is part of the tradition of Troop 161. So, are there any new traditions that you guys are going to develop for Troop 161? At one time, we used to do a trip to Philmont just every couple years. Is that going to be an old tradition that you revive and we take a trek to Philmont? What about Boundary Waters? We have that tradition now about every 3 to 4 years. Maybe next year, we'll take a trip to Boundary Waters. If you ever haven't done a canoe trip where you're carrying all your gear in your canoe and you're doing portages, it can be really fun. So think about it. What new tradition are you going to start for 161? Or perhaps we'll get Philmont back. It's up to you boys. Thank you.
Now may all Firecrafters join me in Scout Vespers.
Falls the light day as our campfire fades away. Silently each scout should ask, have I done my daily task? Have I kept my honor bright? Can I gild with sleep tonight? Oh, have I done and have I did everything to be prepared?
Now may all Scouts and adults go back to the camp in silence.